Spring is officially here, and for many of us that means spending more time outdoors. And that means it's a time to give Mosquito Joe a call. This morning we have Gail Young with Mosquito Joe Gulf Coast, Alabama, to tell us about the pest control services that they offer. Gail, great to see you. Thanks so much for being here.
Nice to see you.
So I was texting my friend Sarah Wall from the morning show a week ago. I was out at soccer practice and I said, Sarah, the mosquitoes are back, because we both hate being out there with all the bugs flying around. This is the time when we start to see them make a return.
Yes, and this year it will be a little bit worse in the spring because we've had so much rain and now it's starting to warm up. And so weather really drives how much the mosquito pressure there is.
All right, so if you've seen the bugs out and about, the regular mosquitoes, the mosquito hawks, they are all over the place as well. It's time to think about giving Mosquito Joe a call. So let's let our audience know what it is that Mosquito Joe provides.
Okay, well, we do a lot of different things, but for mosquitoes, we will come out, we'll walk around your property, see if we find any standing water. We'll treat it with a larvicide, so we're killing that life cycle. And then the technician is going to spray the areas that they really like to hang out, which is underneath leaves. They like to be out of the sun. And so we're going to target those areas and create a barrier around your property.
All right, that all sounds good. Now, I know folks out there have kids, they have pets, they're concerned about what goes in their yard. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Okay, so we have different products you can use. We do use a synthetic pyrethroid, so that is from the chrysanthemum flower that is man-made. And it is the same thing that is in flea and tick shampoo. So if your pets don't have any problems with flea and tick shampoos, then they'll be okay with that product. However, we do offer all natural products. So one of them would be like a garlic, and those don't last as long. They're not as effective, but they do work.
All right, well, you mentioned lasting as long. People want to know, okay, so I do this treatment, how long can I expect to see a reduction in some of those mosquitoes that are around?
So for the synthetic, it's a 3-week cycle that we come out and treat. And then for the all natural, we do have a 3-week program. You're going to get about a 75 to 80% reduction with the all natural. With the synthetic, you're looking at about a 90-95% reduction in mosquitoes.
Do you have better results if you do it on that 3-week cycle and have it come out repetitively and do that?
Yes, it is. It's not going to last much past that 3-week cycle. So, you know, if you were having a party, you could do it once or twice for that party. But if you want coverage all season long, you will need to do that ongoing.
All right, well, people often have drinks and beverages and things like that at a party. You've been holding on to a bottle cap this whole time.
Yes.
What's that all about there?
So mosquitoes can breed in 1 teaspoon of water, which is the amount of water that would be in the bottle cap.
So is that one of the recommendations, too, that you're going to educate your clients about how to avoid possible mosquitoes in the future in addition to the services you provide?
Right. So on the door hanger when we leave, we will mark some stuff if we find anything that needs to be addressed by the homeowner. If it's pretty significant, we may send them an email with some pictures of things that we found. Sometimes it is your neighbor, and we'll have to go kind of knock on doors and do a little bit of education with the neighbors.
All right. And do y'all do commercial, too, or just residential?
Both.
Both are available. We're just scratching the surface here today about everything that Mosquito Joe has to offer and provide. We're going to see you a lot more in the future here on Studio 10. We're excited about that, and we hope by seeing them more, you can see less mosquitoes in the future. For more of their information on the contact to set up an appointment, you can find that on the Studio 10 tab at fox10tv.com. Gail, thanks a lot.
Thank you.